Hey, what's up? Just thought I'd make a little video here. And I think I'm going to title it, you already know the title, Is Van Life Helping Me Grow as a Person? I've been putting a little bit of thought into this because I want to share with you guys. Recently I have made a breakthrough, or some call it a paradigm shift. And I think it completely changed my thinking, how I've been living my life, and I think the answer is yes. I think van life has given me the opportunity to be alone, be by myself with my thoughts, and really kind of learn how to love myself. In the past, I've heard people say that phrase, love yourself, love yourself. Never really understood it. I always kind of joked about it. But there's a lot of truth into that I'm learning. Again, which I think this life that I've chosen for myself, living in the van, I believe it's given me a lot of opportunities that I didn't really see before. I think for the first 2 years of living in the van, I think I was just in my subconscious brain. Again, this goes back to what I just said about paradigm shift. And I've done some research on what I went through. This happened to me about 2 weeks ago. It's kind of weird. I would be the last person to talk about this kind of stuff because I've always been an atheist personality, or I thought that I was an atheist. But what happened to me, it was what they call a spiritual awakening. Again, I would be the last person to talk about this, but it is real. How do I know it's real? I just know. Something so powerful felt like it entered my body, my soul, whatever you want to call it. It actually brought me to tears. Not in a bad way, but in a good way, like it's okay, you know? Like, I'm not alone. None of us are alone. And I've been researching what may have caused this awakening, or whatever you want to call it, because I wanted to make sure I wasn't going nuts. Because it sure felt that way. My thoughts, my feelings, they felt like they were, it just felt so real, so powerful. Like, was this in my mind? Again, am I going nuts? So I did some research, and of course I don't have my phone on me, so I can't think of the name of the I'll put it on the screen somewhere. In the middle of your brain, there's a thing. I can't think of the word. And that thing produces DMT, and I'll put down the entire word of what that is. DMT, the 3 words or whatever. I'll put that on the screen as well. So that thing in there produces this natural drug. It's a psychedelic, is what they're calling it. And come to find out, it's in everything. It's in everything on this planet. It's in the grass, it's in the trees, it's in all of these plants. It is everywhere. We all have it. Our body produces it. So I'm thinking maybe that's what this is. Maybe at a certain age, when we mature to a certain age, our brain, that thing produces it. And I don't know if it is real, but you know, so I don't know what real is anymore, you know. But I'm glad that I'm sharing it, because in that experience 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was laying there, and all of a sudden I can remember my entire life up to that point. How my behavior has been, what a total dick I've been. I've just been in my subconscious mind. I wasn't conscious to my behavior as a person, and it somehow made me want to change that about me, and it made me conscious about everything. How I treat other people, how closed off I've been to the mother of my kids in the past. I felt like I was on autopilot kind of throughout that entire time. I felt like I was on autopilot, kind of like the movie Click with Adam Sandler. That's kind of what it made me feel like. It made me feel like I had not been living my life the best that I can. So that's where I am now. So has van life did that? I don't know. It's hard to say. If I was still in my same way of life with the townhouse and the family and everything, would that have happened to me? I don't know. It's hard to say, but I'm thankful that it did, because it just makes me want to be, like I said, just a better person, and I'm learning to love myself. I think for the longest time I've always kind of maybe doubted myself. Shit. All right, I had a brief interruption there. Had a couple walk through, and I didn't want to be the weirdo talking to the camera. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I've done a little bit of research. When I get back to the van, I'll maybe show you a couple books audiobooks I've been reading, or listening to, I should say, which is further progressing my maturity and becoming a better person. And I'm excited for my future. I feel like I have more and I feel like I have more confidence, you know, because I'm starting to feel that again with these phrases, you know, love yourself, you're worth it, and we are all worth it. It just takes work. Sitting around, moping around and complaining and bitching about everything going wrong in your life, it's not going to solve anything. You know, that's just another thing I'm becoming aware of. It's in your mind, you know. That's all in your mind. And if other people in the world can be you know, famous, or other people in the world could be successful, why not all of us? And the reason why not all of us, I don't have the reason why. There is a reason why. I'm just not talented enough to explain it in a very good way. And that's okay. I'm aware of my faults as a person. I'm aware of not knowing everything. I don't think anyone can know everything. So there you go, guys. I really wanted to share that, and I'm curious if there's anyone else out there that has experienced this phenomenon, if you want to call it that. But again, the research that I'm doing tells me that I'm not the only one that has experienced this spiritual awakening, and it's wonderful. I hope that everyone at some point in their life can experience it, because again, like I was saying, when I felt that, I thought went into my head saying, if I went today, I'm gonna be okay, you know? It was like, I got your back. Something out there has my back. Faith, if you want to call it that. It's it's a powerful feeling, and choking up a little bit. But yes, at that moment, I felt like if I died right now, it's okay. I'll live on, you know. My soul will live on. There's something about that. Is it real? Is it? I don't know. But it's really opened my mind, and open it back up to as when I was a child. You know, I think I briefly talked about this years ago in a post or in a video, that with all this extra free time and this different way of living, my imagination has came back. I've been thinking about all these cool, not conspiracies, but I've been thinking of these cool concepts. These cool concepts. I have one for you, if you don't mind. Again, it's a concept. I'm not saying it's real, or that it's but I think it would make for a great movie and a great book. I'm not quite sure if I want to share it. Well, I guess I'll share it. And then if someone is a writer or maybe a movie producer or something like that, my email's down there. Maybe we can get together and I can maybe sell you the rights or something. I don't know how all that works. Legal mumbo jumbo shit. But here you go. There's pyramids, right, all over the world. No one can really explain it. They believe that they're tombs and stuff like that. But then there's a whole bunch of other people that say, no, they're not tombs, no way. They're some kind of machine or something. So they produced electricity somehow. Alright, so you got all these pyramids all around the world. Now this is fact. Well, I don't know if it's fact. I didn't see it for myself. But they say that as the ice is melting in the Atlantic, or in the Atlantic, in Alaska, from Google, this is what I've just seen on Google, that they have found 2 pyramids under the ice. Now, again, I didn't see it from my own eyes, so I don't know if it's fact or fiction. But here's the concept. What if, as the ice and snow is melting from around these pyramids up there, what if they're turning on all the other pyramids on the planet? Wow. And it's generating some kind of electromagnetic field, you know. And humans are now able to pick up on that frequency. Right? It's a great concept, and I like the concept. Again, don't know if it's reality or what, but I do like the concept. I do like the idea that human and mankind are beginning to wake up and become better people without greed, without racism, without terrorism, without war. So maybe it's a frequency of love, you know. And if we can all get that, you know, experience, we would have a lot better form of living, a lot better form of life. So it's a great concept, and I subscribe to that concept. Alright, so I'm back home now. And I want to share a little bit more about this story with you before I share with you a couple of books that I'm listening to. The books here, I think, are helping me out and making me more knowledgeable about what I need, the stuff I need to know. But anyway, I'll share that with you in a second. So, alright, so I told you the story about how I felt like I was going nuts or something. And of course, the first person I went to was my mom. And she's a religious person. She doesn't, you know, practice it that much, but she does know that there's a spirit or a God or you know, whatever you want to call what it is. What is it? I don't know. So I talked to her, and I told her, I said, "Ma," you know, I told her exactly what I told you guys. I told her I felt like there is something that's greater than us, and I asked her, I said, "Mom, am I losing my mind? You know, what's going on?" And she tells me straight, point blank. She says, "He's talking to you." And that choked me up a little bit too, you know. So right then and there, I said, "All right, so I'm not going nuts. My mom, you know, she's got wisdom, more wisdom than me. So, yeah, she says, "Oh, he's just talking to you." And I was like, "Wow," you know. So that, of course, made me feel a little bit better. And then, of course, after that, I did more research and stuff. But let me tell you this: so the next day, so that was a Friday. I guess it happened Thursday night. I talked to my mom Friday about the whole thing. And then, get this. This is where it's really, really trippy. The next day, which was Saturday, I picked my kids up. And a couple days in advance, I had the idea to take them to the Rappahannock River. So, I had the idea. I told the mother, I said, "Hey, I want to pick them up, take them out Saturday to the Rappahannock River." And she goes, "Well," she goes, "one of their friends is in town from North Carolina, and you know they want to spend a time with them, and it's, you know, through text." And I text her back. I said, "Oh man, I really wanted to take them to the river." And of course she's like, "Well, if you can have them back by 3, you know." So I said, "Sweet, all right, let's do this." I'm sorry I'm making this story long, but so Saturday morning I picked them up early as hell, man, 6:30 in the a.m. Picked them up and we head over to the river. We get to the river. We get out. We're there for maybe. Actually, I think we stopped and had breakfast and all that. So we get to the river. We were there for maybe 2-3 hours or so. And get this: as we're playing around in the water, downstream from us, there was an entire family being baptized. Right? So that made me even go even more like, holy, you know, something. This is, I don't know. I was like, man, this can't be a coincidence, right? I'm going through this spiritual thing, and then I'm thinking, like, man, all the planning that had to go on. I almost wasn't able to take them to the river, so that plan almost fell through. And then you have the family being baptized. Now I don't subscribe to like the I still don't subscribe to formalized religion. I don't yet know enough to say yay or nay, so I don't know enough about it. But the planning that had to be involved for us, completely different people, me and my 2 girls and their whole family, how was that planned? I mean, how is that coincidence? I mean, it's so, of course, that got me like, whoa. Like my mom said, is he talking to me? I mean, this family had to organize this and set it up for maybe weeks in advance for that day, that specific day, Saturday, the same day that I'm there with my 2 kids. And a day or 2 days after, I went through some kind of something that can't really explain. A spiritual awakening, I guess, is a good way to put it. So, anyway, that's my story, guys. I really felt like I needed to share that and put that out there to the world because, and also I want to get your guys' opinions. Of course, I'll have the couple, oh man, you're a nut. Where are you smoking? You're on drugs or something. But anyway, guys, that really that really got me thinking, and so that's why I just started doing all this investigation, trying to figure out, maybe not figure out, but maybe putting my mind at ease, and maybe like what's going on. I mean, Anyway, that's my story, guys. Feel free to share with me in the comment section. Again, you can call me a weirdo. You can call me whatever you want. That's fine. I'm becoming aware of my self-worth, and your negative comments doesn't affect me. But feel free. Let me know what you guys think. Now, let me share with you these couple books that is really helping me out here. Alright, so here's the first book. Alright, here's another one. This one was really good. I liked a lot of the literature that was in this one. So I recommend this one. Check it out. You got this one here as well. This one's called Breakthrough. Overcoming Obstacles and Breaking Barriers in Business and Life. This one was pretty good too. It had like a bunch of different authors and stuff on here. So this one was okay. I like the other one better though. So that's that one. Alright, and this is one that I'm reading now. Or listening to. This one is pretty nice. This one is pretty good as well. It's about an ex-FBI agent, as you can see there. If it'll focus on it. There we go. So this one is pretty interesting. So I like this one as well. And let's see, I think I'm on the 3rd CD now. Yep, I'm on the 3rd CD of this one. So check this one out too. It'll give you a little bit more knowledge and stuff. Well, hey, there you go, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. I think that it might help a lot of people out. Maybe they could be going through the same thing, or maybe they want to change something in their life or something. Maybe I don't know. I'm just hoping that that I did provide some kind of gift, something. To anyone out there. So there you go. I'll leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being there. I do appreciate you guys. And any comments, questions, or anything, leave it down there below. And if you did like the video, hit the thumbs up for me. I do appreciate it. Alright guys, live your life your way. And also, I wish you guys enough.